Hello, hello, hello. I think we're a little slow yet tonight. We got 4 in the room so far. Miss Mel is not feeling great tonight, but hopefully it will get better. My cat went away. There it is. Nobody's chatting yet, but it's there. Hello, Shatika. How are you?
Oh. She heard us talking to cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
She got to get her time in. Star of the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Crafty. And oh goodness, I'm not gonna be able to look at that chat. Leanna and Steve is here, and
Wanda.
Miss Wanda is here. Okay, hello, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello, Miss Barb. How are you? Miss Carrie's in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. And Sharon, sorry. That's always good to hear. Hello, Miss Ravina.
Hello, everybody. Oh, I got the top of my head cut off. I'm not used to having my camera right here. Oh, now it's like.
Did you have a productive weekend?
We did. My room is almost clean. Like my dad. Okay, so we're cleaning my room, and a lot of it is see this window behind me, no frame, that kind of thing. It's going to be a garden window, which, if you're not familiar with like architecture and stuff, means that it will sit about 6 to 8 inches deep um when it's done. And I can and the window will be out 6 to 8 inches, but the frame will be about 6 to 8 inches deep. And everything else, the actual window will be out that far, and I can put things in it, and there'll be a nice outlet in there and everything. And so he's actually already built the frame outside, and so he needs to be able to get between my bed, which is right here, and the wall to build the inside part and move the window out. Um, and then he'll get the nice wood to build the frame. He already has the insulation in there. He will put plastic over it, um, while he has. Hi, Linda. Yeah, it's similar to a bay window. It's not quite the same because there are structures to a bay window that. Hi, Zach. Um, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, that that sorry, I brain's not working. That oh gosh, I don't remember where I was. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna cover the insulation till he gets the nice um wood for the framing, so that Ziva doesn't get insulation on her when she's looking at stuff and
Right.
that kind of thing, and it doesn't float in onto my bed and stuff like that. So yeah, but it shouldn't take him too long. Oh,
And Miss
gee.
Linda, I made yarn this weekend.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You made a lot of yarn. Has everybody seen Bridget's gorgeous, oh yes, the micro pumpkin, and her gorgeous yarn that is on her, it's on your website now, right?
Yeah, it's on the website.
And up for
Came back
sale.
before I had the video up and active. So he's so fast. I get stuff to him and it's like boom, it's done.
Yeah, my dad uses shims, but he totally figured out how to do it without the leaks. He's already done one on his window. Um, yeah, hi Carrie.
It's
Yeah,
actually
so
right back
I
there.
mean, yeah, go ahead. Show you can show it again. Mm-hmm. You can show it again. But I mean, he built this entire house, and I mean, he started with converting a trailer over at, which is the other building, into a building by slowly tearing it apart and converting it into a building, turning, adding rooms on, and then other things. Hi, Cindy. How are you, sweetie? And and the thing is, you work and you learn, and there were some slight leaks over there, and he'd go, okay, so that's not working, and we fix that, and yeah.
Yes, it's just $25.
Hmm. Her spun and her dyed and spun yarn is more expensive because of the spinning process.
Yeah, the hand dyed yarn is $25 a hank. I have Aaron, aka worsted weight, available, and I also have fingering weight available. I only did like two hanks of each. So you can, make a little something bigger, but in the future, like if you're wanting like a sweaters quantity or whatever, if you get a hold of me and you let me know ahead of time, I will dye that sweaters quantity up for you or whatever it is that you need.
Hi, Zoila. How are you, sweetie?
And if you want to take advantage of it, you can use, if you have not yet used it, Royal 15 at checkout, which will give you a 15% discount, which of course helps out with, the shipping costs and stuff like that. So,
Ooh. Look at her
and,
throwing a bone there.
and I
For
still have Advents available both in fiber and yarn. You can get Halloween or Christmas or whatever winter holiday you celebrate. I personally celebrate Yule, but it's a 24 mini Advent and a full hank or braid at the end.
now the Royal 15, I don't think that works on the Advents, does it?
That's
Oh wow. Well,
works on
that's
everything except for my merch, like the cups and stuff like that.
that's what it doesn't work on. Okay. All right.
Hello, Carly. Welcome in. Hello, Jane Doe. Welcome in. Good to see you. And I was supposed to get a video out to you guys about a wonderful box of loveliness that Mel sent to me, but I got really, really busy and excited dyeing yarn. So I haven't gotten that video even made. So I thought since Mel is with me tonight, it would be just absolutely perfect to go ahead and open it on our live since she's right here with me. And, I can holler at her for sending way too much because, well, that's what Mel does.
I do, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The sound
Right.
went out right then.
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
it did.
I do that too. Did I see Angela come in? Hi, Angela. Oh.
I cut the box open so you guys wouldn't have to see me struggling with that.
Hi,
She also,
Dragon Cat.
this is what we've got to go through.
Um, I think I have a small ulcer, Dragon Cat. I'm getting some meds from the doctor, but I don't have them yet. So I am self-medicating with some hot tea, some Tums, and a heating pad. Yeah, not feeling so good. Trying to eat gentle foods, but I had a protein shake that really did not do well on my tummy today. So,
Hello, Diana.
hi,
Welcome in.
Diane. Play with box. Play with box. Thank you, sweet dragon cat.
Oh, that's cute. She's
I
enjoying
I love my Studio Ghibli postcards.
it. That is so cute. I'm not
Hi,
sure what a student
Maggie.
is, but that's nothing new when you're talking. I don't know how to stuff.
Thank you, Carrie. I've gone through this a couple of times in my life, so
Well, and this stuff right here, we have some ruby fur because I am going to be spinning up Mel a couple of hanks of yarn with her ruby puppy.
hi, Mandy. Yes, so if I sound like less than my animated self, that is why. Thank you, Jane Doe.
Holy buckets. Well, I've got my entire garden for next year.
Yes, we went through my seeds and one night we went through my seeds and what I don't enjoy planting and she does, she got so
Flowers.
and
And this
then
is
some
the
flowers.
year for these too because I can go put these out and then in the spring they'll be ready to go.
Hi, Regina.
Some more pretty flowers.
Oh, Mandy got the yarn, she said, and it's gorgeous.
So awesome. Yeah, Michi got hers yesterday too.
Oh,
Well,
yay.
the two that I knew that I was sending her, and then I found out I was sending her two more, so they finally left yesterday. We got some hollyhocks. I love hollyhocks. I love all flowers. Lilies are my absolute favorite, but I love all. We got some
Hi, T. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of bulbs I had had for a while, and I didn't want them turning to dust. So, Bridget can plant them.
those are beautiful. And I have almost 7 acres of land, so I have lots of space to plant lots of flowers.
Yay! I know what that means. Her purple package came while her family was here. She got a Mama G mystery bag. Maggie got a Mama G mystery bag. She had one.
I've never seen these before. These are beautiful.
Aren't they? We kept some for us too. They kind of look like roses, but they're not.
Right?
Not this year, T. I'm gonna keep them for next year, but I'll definitely plant them next year. My planting season is so small. Hi, Lydia. How are you today?
And then we got all the vegetables. Got a good variety of just about everything from onions to peppers to carrots, watermelon, some kitty grass. Sassy will be very happy.
Hi, Jude, honey. Hi, Denise. Hi, Diana.
Spinach. I love spinach.
I like baby spinach.
I like I really love lasagna, but my favorite lasagna is actually made with spinach and love the spinach lasagna. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cute. We got some little ghosties.
Hi,
It's a whole.
Kim.
I like this little ghost. It's got a little angel halo, and that one's got like a witch's hat. So I guess they're little ghosts that are dressed up for Halloween.
I'm not sure. I did not read the booklet, so
It's cute, and I think I will have to make them up because my smallest niece absolutely loves having little things that she can just carry around in her hands, and these guys would be perfect for that. She'll have a whole little ghost party.
thank you, Jude.
Diana,
That's great, Diana. Congratulations.
great grandma. My goodness. That's just the grandbabies start having kids. They got to stop doing that. They're making us old.
Yep. Sharon says she just realized you are only about 3.5 hours away from her.
Oh, cool. Yeah, 3.5 hour drive really isn't much of anything. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely adorable. It's
I
but
bet you could clip that right to that little bit of hair you have right on the top of your head. Mhm. Oh, see, it stays. It stays.
I
See,
almost have it.
I have one for for the holidays. I got a set of four of those in different colors, and I thought I don't need all four.
Ooh, I'm seeing cake cozies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna order some in that. There's space dinosaurs, everyone. Space dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs in outer space. Well, I mean, it will definitely make you smile every time you look at your cake and you're looking at all these little dinosaurs floating around in outer space with spaceships.
And they have tiny little helmets on, and I mean, so I had to send it because I am awful at sewing. So I mean, hi, Ganny Joe.
I'm definitely gonna have to make those up. That is too cute.
And I mean, I don't need that much material, so it goes to Bridget. I get one or two, and she can have the rest of the material to do with what she is miraculous at doing with.
No offense to everything else coming out of the box, but this is the thing I was most excited about. That I knew was coming.
Hi,
Oh, it's
Gwen.
so pretty. Oh my goodness.
I didn't make that. My sister made that. My sister Schnook. And Bridget bought that from her.
It is so pretty.
There just happened to be a bright pink one in the bunch that she already had made.
That is gorgeous. Tell her thank you, and she did a fabulous job. That is so pretty.
I will.
I love those feathers. They're polka dotted. Polka dot.
Mhm.
That is so pretty. Ooh.
I think I know what that is. Hold it up a little more again. Yep. And I got you the pink one. Because you print out your patterns, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. Yeah. It's it's one of those you can put it up like, and then
Oh,
it's got the magnetic ruler and the magnetic
yeah.
things, and put your pattern on it. And like if you're doing a graph, you put the ruler across it. And if you're
Right.
doing a cross stitch, you can keep track with
Well,
the
that is.
ruler.
Thank you.
Hmm. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Thank you.
But I saw that when you were doing springs um fillet pattern, and I thought that would help you with that.
Right.
Keep that.
You've got these cute little buttons.
Hmm.
It's a yarn, a heart yarn ball. That is really cute. Thank you.
Hmm.
Wrinkles. Oh, these guys are adorable.
Oh, Mary, I know what tired is.
You got a little couple or a little youngin sleeping in the bed, and a little puppy. That is so cute. That is going to take me forever and a day to do. So,
But it's
and
supposed to be relaxing.
right. I really do enjoy cross stitch. I don't get to do a lot of it, and it's not something that I'm absolutely great at, but I do very much enjoy it. It is very relaxing, and they are cute. I love your
There,
little
mhm,
tootsies.
mhm. There's a companion one, but I couldn't find it to put it in the box with it, and that's in the note. But yeah. Mm. Yes, yes, it's your Jedi lightsaber. You finally become a Jedi. What color will it be?
Oh my god! I am so in love. It's a
What color?
sandworm.
And the background, it matches your wall perfectly. Actually, it matches your wall and the one shawl you have that's holding your when you hold it up, it matches your wall and the shawl you have with your stitch markers on it,
Oh, that is
right over your shoulder.
awesome.
But I know how you love Beetlejuice, so now
Thank
don't
you.
say it anymore. We might call him.
Hey, you know what? Beetlejuice, Batman, either way, he can come to my house. I'm good. Well, thank you
In
so much.
any form he wants, he can come to my house.
Oh, that is awesome. We have to find a blank space big enough to hold it. Put it back. So don't get messed up. Put it up.
It will never fit in that roll again, in that tube again. That's the thing about that. And then you're like, I get my finger in there and make it tiny. Hi, Nancy. Oh, no. I'm sorry about your headache, sweetie. Okay. You have a
And
good night, sweetie.
oh yes, please. I hope you get better soon, honey. And then Mel sent me a project. It's it's a bag that has seen better days, but it has some wicked cool art on it. So I'm not sure if I will deconstruct it and reconstruct it as is, or if I'm going to deconstruct it and repurpose really cool art.
Hi, M. Hain Mary. Hi.
That is so pretty. I love Ed Hardy.
That's good to hear, Diana. Yeah, that's I mean, I thought it was real leather. It's probably faux leather, but it's a Ed Hardy duffel bag that my mom got on the uh, Goodwill auction site years ago. And she was like, I guess I'll give it to your sister. I'm like, mine, mine. It's mine. And she was
Right.
like, yours? I'm like, mine, totally mine. And it was already starting to, peel a little on the handles and stuff, whoever had it. Um,
Hey, Bear.
before
Hey,
that.
sweetheart.
Yeah. Hi, Bear. Hi, Brenda. But, and now it's just totally peeling. But luckily, the pictures aren't peeling, you know. So I was like, who would love this and, be able to possibly do something with it? I automatically thought of Bridget, she and the king love the skull art. And, she actually, I did not, it just hurt my soul to think of putting it in the trash,
Right.
you know.
Hi,
So,
Margie. Welcome in, sweetheart.
hi, Margie. How are you? Mm.
Now, if anyone is awake in the morning, that time of the morning, and if you're not, I completely understand because I wouldn't be if I wasn't part of the show. I the rescheduling of my coffee with Kim is tomorrow morning. Unfortunate. So I will be over there. I will try to share it to my community tab so that you guys can find it real easy if you're not already subscribed to Miss Kim. Um, Come on over and say hi. And she's got a long list of questions for me. So hopefully I can get the right answers.
What is 738,327 times 12?
I would have to remember the entire number you just said to multiply.
I know.
Velcro, what a ripoff. Oh, those jokes are corny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they are dad jokes, so yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. Well, I try to be me everywhere I go, definitely one thing I definitely can't be a fake person because I would never remember who I was the last time you met me to be that person again when you
Mhm.
so I have no choice but to be myself. Flaws and all. I really was extremely happy with every single yarn but one pair. And it's not that I don't like it. I just don't like it as much as I like all the other ones.
Which one? You
It
gonna
was
tell us?
one of the worsted weights. It was red and blue. This one here, the one I called Bloody Moon.
Mm,
Like
I like it.
I like it, but I just wish that the parts that were lighter, I should have gone back in and darkened them. I don't know. It's there, but it's not quite there for me. Like I said, it's pretty, but it's not as nice as the other one. Brenda, look. Brenda, look what I did. Got black. I got black, Brenda. I've been
I hope
struggling with that so much.
I hope the results are what you need, Margie.
What happened with Marcy?
She had to get x-rays on her neck today. Um, and she's hoping to get the results tomorrow. She having issues with her neck, had an x-ray done today, hoping to find out the results tomorrow. They are thinking it's relating to the bulging disc in her neck.
Mm. Well, I hope that you get some answers and they're able to fix it. Because yeah,
Mm,
back pain, neck pain, oh, spinal pain is just not.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
And
so scared to try the black in the yarn because it hasn't worked in the fiber. But I redoubled the amount of the potassium that I use.
mm-hmm.
black showed up. So I guess I finally found the trick for getting black to show up with the kitchen dyes.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll work in the fiber now.
Right. I'm pretty sure it will since it worked with the yarn. But this time when I bought my potassium, I didn't mess around and just get a little bitty bag. I bought a 5 pound bag. So all right, Miss Robin, I will look at that as soon as the live is over.
Did Robin come in? Did I
Yeah,
miss
from
it?
over is Yan. So she sent
Hi,
me an email.
Robin. Oh, there we go. Hi, Robin. Hi. Sorry. I started I did start another test. Yeah. This one is just a hat though, but of course it's got to do 2 sizes. And she she gave us the first 6 rows and everybody had to do um you know, the first 6 rows, and then hi Barb, hun. Everybody had to do the first 6 rows and show that they did them, and then she gave us the rest of the rows. And so I've been waiting for the rest of the rows, and just got them this evening. So I'm working on those, and of course it's actually been a little complicated because it's like two two stitches into the chain, and then, or it's like ch- single crochet, chain one, skip, and this is, I'm just making this up, this isn't the actual pattern, and then single crochet, chain one, single crochet in the next, chain one, skip. It's like an interesting pattern, but you have to pay attention to what you're doing,
Right.
because I had to do it like twice. I'm like, wait, I got the wrong number. And then I'm like, oh, because I didn't read it right. My brain just assumed it was this. I wasn't reading the thing right. But it's fun that way when you're doing something new, but it's also like, okay, read it right. But
I had that
so,
problem the you shall not pass when I first started,
mm,
'cause I wasn't reading it right.
it's not
And
quite the moss stitch. It's not quite the moss stitch, Robin. Yeah, but yeah, it's one of those. And then I was having back pain, so I had a pain pill in me, so my brain was also foggy, and I was like, okay, we concentrate. So luckily, when she does tests, she has a messenger chat, and a lot of the designers will do that. We'll have a Facebook Messenger chat. So if you're not getting something, you can chat with the other testers or the designer, and you can be like, well, I got this count for this round. And other people will be like, I got this count for this round on this size, and if 3 people got the same count, it's like, yeah, you're the wrong one out, odd one out, and
right,
you're doing something wrong. And then they can go, well, did you do this? And you're like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I'm going to go back, frog, redo it.
Joanna, welcome in. Yeah, trying to work on pain, work on anything when you're on pain meds is almost as hard as when you're trying to work on something new while you're talking to your girlfriends. Hence the reason I have to restart my restarted "You shall not pass" again because I was talking to Mel and, you know, not paying attention to what I was doing.
I had to frog that bit. I frogged again, but I don't know why I have to keep frogging it because I counted for the last row and I was only missing one stitch. So I made up the stitch I was missing. So I should be fine as long as I do the row right. Right?
Right.
But I keep ending up missing some stitches at the end. I'm not ending up right. And I'm making sure I do my row right. And so it just makes me want to cry because I'm not I mean, it's like the first time since I restarted it that second or third time that I've come across a row that isn't coming out right.
Hmm.
And I'm on row 25. And it
Hey,
just,
Christine.
hi, Granny D, how are you? It just isn't. And I don't know why. I'm only one stitch off. And I made it up. You know, I picked it up. So it should be working out right as long as, and I know I'm doing the right row in the book. Hi, Demetra. Because I know I'm in designer groups that I'm in their testing groups. Their actual tester groups. I have tested for them before, so I've filled out the applications to be one of their testers, regular testers. So when they put out applications for testers, I just fill out the application. They do a random draw amongst those people. And they only have, like, say 9 people and they pick 6. So usually, and my one designer literally puts out a pattern a week to test. So, yeah.
Miss Gwen, if all factors are exactly the same, such as the yarn and color, like you're using the exact same yarn, not just, red heart and red heart, because different colors will actually be slightly thicker or thinner than other colors. If everything is the exact same, such as your hook and your yarn, the difference that's going to make for your length in your chain will be your tension.
Oh,
I know I don't generally have this issue unless my hands are sweaty, my tension doesn't change. But I know a lot of people, if they're upset about something, they tend to crochet a little bit tighter. If they're getting a little bit sleepy and relaxed in the night, they crochet a little bit looser, so that chain might end up a little bit bigger. Um,
yeah,
Really, the only thing that's going to make a difference with that is time and tons of practice.
yeah. Um, Daigo, Diana, I might have some. I can't quite get into my yarn room yet, my craft room, but I know I've got a ton of yarn. I might have some baby pink yarn in actual baby yarn, but if you don't mind the weight of the yarn, I can definitely look once I get in there. But Mary, I can also give you the names of like the 3 major designers I test for on Facebook and hook you up with them. Hi, Vicky, hon. How are you? I think we're hooked up on Facebook, so yeah, I think we're definitely hooked up on Facebook. So, oh gosh, okay, you guys know those pain shivers that go through your whole body, like when you have a fever, but you don't have a fever, but like you'll get those tingles all down your body when you're having pain or a headache or anything. Yeah, I just got those like all down my skin. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I'll look. So you just want like pink, like you want baby pink, like the pastel-y pink, or any pink will do, Diana.
Welcome in, Miss Vicky.
You can message me, Diana. Give me an idea. You have my message in contact too. Hi, Mateo. How are you, hon? Mateo, did you ever get your prize? Erin said she was going to take care of it. I've been worrying about that too, but I never heard. Annie Pink. Okay. I never heard back from you, so I figured that got taken care of. I have been worrying about all the prizes because I've been hearing from other people. You did. Oh, was it wonderful? I've heard Erin's mystery. Hi, I keep thinking of Bridget Plager. Is it Plager? I want to say Plager. I'm thinking of her as the other Bridget when she comes in here.
I just love that she spells her name the same way I do.
I have always thought of this, I don't know why, as the English Bridget.
Well, it's much closer to the goddess Bridget, too.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite goddess. So
It was a nice one. Lovely. Mateo, do you have content on your channel? Hi, Janice. Janice, I emailed you back, hon, to ask what your preferences are, like color, weight, and that kind of thing for your mystery bag. I don't think I got a response. If you would like to give me preferences, please email me back or check for that email, and then no, you don't have content. Okay. Um but check for that email and reply to it, and then I can cater the bag to you. Otherwise, I will just, go crazy. All right. Cool.
hey, Liz, welcome in, sweetheart. Wonderful to see you.
Hi,
Okay.
Liz. I'm drinking from my Serenity. If nobody knows Firefly, but if you do know Firefly, get a glimpse. Um, the opening theme song to Firefly. This is a riff on the theme song, but in tea form.
Right.
Oh.
I'm gonna play a little something for our lurkers.
Okay.
Jamie did such a good job with those.
She really did. And if you don't know who she's talking about, it's Jamie Marie Crafts, right?
Jamie Marie Crafts.
Okay. I
She's an
don't
awesome.
I try not to get people's channel names wrong, but it's the same as me with movie quotes. I sometimes get them slightly wrong, and with channel names, I try not to, because then people go looking the wrong way, and on the YouTube streets, that can be horrible. Hi,
Right.
Marie. I think the Tums and the tea are working. Oh, thank goodness. And the heating pad. What I really need is it to be fixed.
Right.
Thank you, Liz, honey. She hit the thumb. Please hit the thumbs. It really helps everyone. So I didn't get to, adjust anything. But oddly, I am over 900 subscribers now. And last time I checked, I was needing under 400 watch hours to get to 4,000. Like last Wednesday, I only needed 370. I haven't checked since then. But I
Ah,
mean, I ne- I I've been so busy with the cleaning and everything that I haven't had the time to get the dang videos edited and out. But every time I have been collecting names to go in my it's not a cauldron, it's a sorting hat, um, for the end of the month giveaway, and I will be doing a video with the sorting hat. So I will be doing a video to at least say, hey, these are the names going in the sorting hat this week, so people know who's in there so far.
right.
And I think this month it's just going to be a gift card, a small gift card, because that's going to be easiest for me. And that way it can be international.
Right.
Maybe a PayPal or an Amazon, whatever is easiest for the winner. Yeah, Demetra. Plus, it zips back up. I don't know. I have the 3,000, Terry. I have the 3,000. I'm mini monetized. I don't have the full monetization, and I don't have the 1,000 subscribers yet. But I didn't think I was going to get over 900, and I'm at like 907. So I'm slowly getting up there. So, but what I have to do is, I have the ADHD. I have the bipolar. When my physical area is a total wreck, I cannot get mentally organized and mentally, I am totally just, and so I freeze, I panic, I can't even think. So for a while there, like all of August, there were no videos. There haven't been any videos this month yet. I have them. They're just not edited. I have a video from July 5th of me going to Niagara Falls for the very first and only time in my life. And I want to share it with you guys. But it's not edited. Yeah. 906. Okay, so I went down one. That doesn't scare me. That happens all the time. You fluctuate. You go up, you go down. I'm not worried. You know, Bridget asked Kim about her brother Al and the turkey. Maybe on work days I get up early, watch her. Terry,
Okay.
you
Well,
say the
I
funniest things that I don't understand sometimes.
I will have to try to remember to ask her about Al and the turkey. I'm sure it will be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, and I bought the Peppers Halloween costumes.
Oh, hey,
I've already put them in them just to see if they fit, and I took pictures, and oh, they're oh oh.
I
I
will be right back. I'm gonna run in the next room real quick.
mhm. No, no, I don't think it's a comma thing. I think it's just my brain doesn't get it all the time. No worries, Lydia. Thank you. But no, I think it's just my brain doesn't follow all the time. I say things all the time, Terry, that people are just like, huh? 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 Oh my gosh. So I have to stop buying t-shirts because my t-shirt drawer is so full that I I roll them and then I stack them upright. And it's so full. It's a big drawer. It's so full that I now have to lay some on top because there's nowhere to stack them upright. I'm like, okay, no more t-shirts. But I saw a t-shirt and it's an eye exam and it says, if you are close enough to read this, and then it gets really tiny, it says, we would love to talk to you about your car's auto warranty. Or we have been trying to reach you about your car's auto warranty, but it's so tiny that hi Laura, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, I love the kitty. Oh, it's such a cute kitty. But but it get, the letters are big and clear and then they get tiny and tiny. I know, Mandy. So I was like, I need one that says, if you are close enough to read this, I'm going to throat punch you or something like that. I was like, that might be a little violent, but why are they close enough to read the tiny print? Why are they close? But you want them to get in close enough to read. Oh, okay. I can't get that excited. I can't get Mel excited. There is a level of excited that is called. I've seen that one, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, you're a shirt person like me. Knew I liked you. But
I
there's a
like some.
level. What was
I
that?
like bumper stickers. I used
My
to have
family.
that ended up on Facebook because someone seen me at a stoplight and then somehow the algorithms found me and they sent me the picture because my bumper set sticker said, if you're gonna ride my ass, at least you could do is pull my hair.
I kind of knew you'd have that bump. Aw, Barb. Love to see it when you're done with it. Yep.
How many times I've seen people behind me at the stoplight just laughing because they were looking at the back of my car. So hey, it made people smile.
Yep. Yep. I have a shirt that I think of Granny D every time I wear the shirt. It says, I don't have ducks in a row. I have squirrels and they are everywhere. I'm like, if I knew Granny D's size, I would get her that shirt and we could be shirt twins. Hi,
Mel,
Mary.
Mel wants to know, or me and Mel, sorry, Liz wants to know what we're working on. So in crochet, I have the cape started for my cloak,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
and then I'm going to put a hood on it. And then in knitting, let's see if I can pull this out. It has to be completely frogged and restarted, but I did start the "You Shall Not Pass," so I am a person of my word. I didn't come up with an idea and then completely F off. I am trying. And it
We
won't be
shall
now
succeed.
because my cutting table is now my display table for tomorrow morning's live. So I will either be knitting or crocheting tonight until the morning when I have coffee with you.
I am working on a test beanie, and she used mandala ombre, so I pulled out one of I pulled out one of my mandala ombre. I've never used it before,
It's a pretty one.
so
I've never seen that one before. But I stopped
this one
by, so
this one's called Zen,
oh, Mel sent me this little hat.
a witchy poo hat. Did I not put a chain there?
Mandala ombre is a very soft, pretty yarn. I just
Yeah,
wish the cakes were bigger. Like when
yeah,
I was buying big box store yarn, I was like a big cake, big ball kind of girl. I wasn't into the itty bitty. I got to tie 1.5 million ends in.
yeah.
Oh, I bet that's gonna be pretty when you get done, Miss Lydia. She's working on a diamond painting.
Ooh, that's my problem. I can't work on one thing at a time. I have to work
Right?
on 20.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I've also got a sock knit going, but that's my. I'm out of the house. I'm at the doctor's appointment. I'm riding in the car with the king, or I'm riding on the back of the bike with the king, something like that.
Did you say riding on the back of the bike,
Yeah.
knitting?
Yeah, I knit on the motorcycle. Why?
Uh-uh. Oh, brain just blew up. See the vacant look in my eyes?
I mean,
That's
honey, I knit
me.
when I'm walking around the flea market. I can knit in the car.
Yeah,
I can knit on the bike.
walking around the flea market, not riding on the back of a motorcycle. No,
We
no.
have big seats on our motorcycle. Like I can literally just kick back and just like chill. Oh my goodness, Miss Katie, what did you just do?
Oh, sweet Katie. Hi, honey.
Go ahead,
Exactly, Mary.
Katie. Thank you. Let me come over here and play a little something for you. There you go. Thank you, Miss Katie.
See, I just want that song to be a little longer so I can dance a little more.
Right? Yeah, Jamie did a really good job. I like that she kept the videos nice and short, though, so that it's not
Yeah.
music isn't repeating over and over again because
Mhm.
repetitive music will make me so ornery.
Ornery, you?
Yeah, it's so bad that like if I put like back in the day when I used to be able to sleep with the TV on when I was, not sleeping next to the king. if I woke up and there was like a repeating menu noise on a DVD playing, and it was just a few little notes over and over and over again, I literally would wake up and the entire day would start out bad because I was pissed off at the world because that repeating noise hits that little nerve, the one back here that makes you go, ooh. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can't. Oh, Miss Teacher, that would break my heart. I love being on the motorcycle. I want to get one of my own and ride, but the king is afraid that if that happens, that if I'm driving the motorcycle myself, my very independent soul will fall in love with that and I won't want to ride on the back with him. I've assured him this will not happen, because I love our time together and riding together. But eventually I will have a motorcycle of my own because, yes, it's fun.
Yeah. I think I've only been on the back of a motorcycle once or twice.
I love it.
It was
It's
very fun, but my friend drove way too fast for my first ride. We were young, and I was just like, I mean, I enjoyed it, and
right.
I rode horses, so his instructions, don't lean, just ride with me, don't do the lean it. We're very good, but, you know, Katie, remember, it's in my room too, so come visit me in my room too. Don't just hang out in Bridget's.
Yeah, after the heart attack, they won't let me jump out of an airplane. They won't let me do, like bungee jumping. I'm not allowed to even like if honestly, if when I went to the fair, if they knew I had this device in my chest, they would not even let me on the Ferris wheel. All right, like, ugh, you know. So I love the freeing feeling of just a little bit of adrenaline. So being on the back of the bike or, four wheeler or, even driving the tractor, just being, out in the open air and I love it. And
Mhm.
it's enough where I get to have fun, I get to be a little bit reckless, but I'm not actually putting myself in danger. Um I was really, really naughty a couple years ago and from from the Ferris wheel. I am naughty and I do go on the Ferris wheel. I'm not supposed to, but I do. Um, but from the Ferris wheel, the ride sitting next to it did not look like it was a very fast ride at all. And it pretty much just went around in mini circles that went around in a circle. And so I'm like, you know what? I think I can handle that one. Let's do it. And of course, the king tried to talk me out of it, but I am a very headstrong Capricorn Italian woman. And once I make my mind up, there's really not much you can say other than, okay, dear. So we got up,
Yeah.
and I, within 30 seconds, realized I really screwed up. I should not have done that. Luckily, I had my nitro with me. I was able to take that and I just kept working on my breathing throughout the entire ride. And when I got off, I damn near passed out. So I will not be doing that again. Lesson learned. But like I try to explain to the king, if I can't feel like I'm really alive, then there's no reason for me to be alive. So every once in a while, even though it's stupid, I gotta let loose and let go and
Mhm.
do the fun stuff.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And generally, the fastest way to get me to do anything is to forbid me or tell me I can't. Because then I'm going to do it twice as fast just to smack you in the face with how well I can. I honestly think that's half of why I ended up doing so many crafts because I always told myself, oh, you can't do that. You know, you can't do that. I've been told my whole life you have no talents here. You're dumb, you're worthless, you're this, you're that, right? Never possible.
Aw,
Like I was in that space too, and I'm like, I can't dye yarn. That's something that like really talented people can do. People that can match their outfits and their clothes. That's what they can do. I can't do that. But I mean, you only can't if you don't try.
right.
Yeah, I
Hi,
could have tried
Frizzy
and
B.
it turned into mud water and it could have been a horrible disaster and crashed and burned. But it didn't.
Nope. You make gorgeous yarn. Hi, Frizzy B. Welcome in. Love the name.
That is a really cool name, Frizzy Bee. Well, thank you, Miss Mandy. I cannot wait to see what you end up making with yours. You wouldn't mind sending me pictures when you do decide to make something. I would love to see that. Yeah, Capricorns are very stubborn, and Italians, I think, are even worse.
Oh, Demetra. Yeah, I used to be able to go on all the rides, and now I can't go on. Like, I get nauseous just with, like, the tiniest little. Sometimes I get nauseous when I turn around too quickly. So, no spinny rides for me, no too fast things. Hi, Lisa, honey. Oh,
And
Katie.
Kendra, welcome in. Not sure that we have met before. If we have and I don't remember, I am very, very sorry. But if we haven't, welcome. And it's wonderful to meet you.
Hi, Kendra. How are you? Hi, Cliff. Kendra is. I have seen Kendra over in Crystal the Ernie Chicken and Crazy Cat Ladies group. She is very sweet and very generous, and she is just a pleasant lady to have around and very sweet.
Oh, Miss Lisa Knits. She has
Hmm.
a beautiful baby blanket right now. I'm not sure if you watch her knit race videos. They're not very long, but oh, her stuff is so pretty.
I have gotten that baby blanket. Okay, the person who has that baby blanket in her Ravelry shop, all of her patterns are free downloads.
Oh, wow, that's really nice.
And she has some crochet, or at least one crochet. It's a hexagonal or octagonal crochet blanket, and then the rest seem to be knit. There might be another crochet. There's some socks, cows, sweaters that go up to a XXL. Um, and then, but I was like, I'm gonna find that baby blanket, and I went and found it. And the girl who had it, had a bunch of it. So I went on a little downloading spree.
Right.
She only has one page of patterns, but I was like, I like this, I like this. I liked them all. And, eventually, I don't know what her XXL really is in size, but maybe it'll fit me. Who knows?
Right.
Adjustable. It's adjustable.
And you're smart enough, honey, that even if it's what her XXL isn't, if it's been not big enough, you can always figure out how to do what you need to do to make it big enough.
I've
you know.
never tried to
No,
adjust those, but
but
I'm sure if I, yeah. But Lisa's doing a beautiful job on those.
she really does. She does everything she does is absolutely beautiful.
And she explains them so, so well when she shows them in her videos. You this is the weights you can use on the, you know, pattern and the yarns and everything, and she shows the yarns she's using. And
Well, I really like when designers choose to put things out free for other people to do.
mhm,
It's granted that they're doing a lot of work and they do deserve to be paid for their work. But as many of us collect patterns as fast as we do yarn, most of the time
mhm,
we're not going to end up using those patterns. So, yeah, it's not that it's not a great pattern. We just run out of time, before we're able to get to it. And offering that pattern for free lets a lot of people at least have the opportunity to give it a try.
yeah,
So far, all of my patterns are free. I don't have any plans on making any of them paid for. I want other people to be able to make them. And I finally have gotten to see someone made my Darth Vader blanket. I got to see that blanket. That was awesome.
that's cool.
Right. Miss Cindy Lulu is listening away, probably working and lurking, doing your work, or working while you're lurking. Ugh.
Either way, it works.
Right. Obviously, my tongue doesn't tonight, but it still throws me off every time I see Nightbot pop up. I'm like, how Nightbot get in here? Oh yeah, Mel's got him.
Yep, I got him.
I don't have them on Ravelry. I don't think I might have one on Ravelry. I can't remember. Um, but they're in the top of my group page. There's a section where you can go in and get the patterns, or I have tutorials on here. I have a sock tutorial, a head triangle headscarf tutorial, and I have a crochet tank top tutorial. And Frizzy wants to know what you're working on.
I am working on a child-sized beanie test. For some reason, my number is not coming up. I'm going to blame it on brain fog. Yeah, brain fog. That's what we're going to blame it on. Now, she doesn't have a stitch count on this one, but considering there's no increases after this, it should be the same stitch count as the last one.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm
trying
not,
to do brain work while you're live is rough.
but also like when your brain, yep, brain fog works, yep. And I'm like, Why are you increasing? You're not supposed to be increasing. Yeah. Now, we were doing, what were we doing? Bridget's podiversary, and I was knitting on the you shall not pass thing. I was doing freaking, intricate lace work on the shawl, and I did that fine. Like, I did the lace knitting, and I'm doing, yeah, that's great, Laura.
Candy
But
corn. But that's pretty.
ooh, who's doing candy corn? What?
Kendra said, I'm doing a Jacob's Ladder blanket and a C to C in the, it says canned corn yarn, but I'm sure it meant candy corn yarn.
Oh, like the Hirschner's candy corn yarn? Yeah, I was well, it's only, here's the thing, I'm skipping and I'm going in the chains. So I was skipping the stitches. So I skipped the stitches. There's a skip stitch everywhere. So it
Right.
should be the right number. It should be the right number.
Um,
Except,
Sister will be grateful for the help, Miss Laura. My grandmother crocheted my whole life, like lots. She had to crochet like 30 or 40 years at least, and she never one time learned to read a pattern. She literally could just look at a blanket and then go home and recreate it. But
mm-hmm.
she was taught to crochet. That's how her mother did it. That's how her grandmother did it. That's just how it was taught. You learned how to look at the pattern and just recreate it, where now many of us are dependent on patterns and or tutorials to make things, which isn't a bad thing. We just didn't learn how to either do it on our own or be able to look at something and recreate it. Yeah, Liz makes the best socks. It was so cool. Liz is not a knitter, honestly. She's a crocheter. She's a phenomenal crocheter. She even does really awesome mosaic patterns, and she wanted to learn how to knit socks. So it's all her fault that I even have tutorials on my channel, because she wanted to learn how to knit socks, and she's like, Bridget, I need a video. Can you just do a video so that I don't have to keep bothering you every time I need this step? So, although it wasn't a bother to me, I did understand what she was talking about. So that's why I ended up putting up my first tutorial. And Liz has been knitting away on socks ever since, and has even learned how to change them for what person is wearing them, because her daughter likes longer socks and stuff like that. So,
Ooh, Hirschner's order, Kendra. Fun. I
mm-hmm.
got I got a palette pack of the Sparkle Halloween yarn. So I have one of each of the Sparkle Halloweens. And I thought I might make a sampler blanket with it. Because, I mean, what else are you going to make with one of each? But I they're 450, so, of a worsted weight, so. Well, it says it's not supposed to increase, but I just reread the round, and I'm only skipping the stitches, but I'm skipping each stitch. I'm not skipping every other stitch. So it should, and I'm putting 2 stitches in each space. I'm putting 2 stitches in each space, but only skipping the stitches, not skipping every other stitch. So this would be an increase round because I'm putting 2 stitches in every space, and the spaces don't count as stitches. So wouldn't that make it an increase round if I'm putting 2 stitches in a space but only skipping the stitches? That's making, I mean, even saying it is making my head hurt. But if you are skipping the stitches but putting them in the spaces, okay? Ha! Okay, let me go slower. Spaces don't count as stitches. Okay? And you're putting 2 stitches in each space. If you were only putting 1 stitch in each space and skipping each stitch, that would
Right.
make it even round. But you're
Right.
putting 2 stitches in each space. That increases it by 1. That doubles the round.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain did figure that out. This is an increase round, even though she said right before this there were no more increase rounds.
I would say yes, but I would maybe reach out to her and
That's what I'm going to do, and that's why we have the chat, is to bring these to her attention, because when she's writing it up, it doesn't always click with her. I know, Lisa. I get my brain fog has reached out to Australia. It is a very far-reaching brain fog. I can't even say brain fog. You got the lattice? Is that a color? Or is it a kind of yarn? I may need to look that up. The lattice yarn. Uh-oh, Katie knows what the lattice yarn is. Bernat yarn. Oh no! Lisa had to frog a knitted row. I had to frog the same knitted row twice, maybe 3 times. My brain can't remember. And I wanted to cry, so I put it in a corner because it's just not coming out right. Mm,
yeah, I just gotta walk away and come back later.
Okay, Bernat lattice yarn. Liz wants to go to Hirschner's, but it's 3. Liz, take a road trip.
But first
Okay.
clean down, pick me up, and then we'll go up to Hirschner's.
Yep. This says it's a 4. Yeah, it says it's a 4. Doesn't want to focus. But I swear it's a 3. I swear it's a 3. Like a heavy 3. You know, I don't really. It's a nice, soft, squishy 3. But
I thought the ombre was a 4.
yeah, it says it's a 4. But it seems like a heavy-ish 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Belly. Yeah, I'm going to, if nobody else has mentioned this in the chat yet, when we're done here, it's easier to do the chat on the phone,
Right.
which you guys are on right now. Yeah, light 4, heavy 3. Well, let me crawl to the end of the bed and grab my cross stitch, since that will have to wait now. Oh, boy. I'm so old.
Yeah, it was wonderful to see you, sweetheart. I moved everything around in here. I had a futon in here, and I took that and threw it out in the garage last night. It's going to the dump this weekend.
Bye, Dragon Cat. Talk to you later, hon. Alright, I'll be right back. Nobody look at my butt while I crawl. Oh my gosh. I know y'all want to. I gotta crawl over the dog.
Katie wants to know, did you turn 45 or 46 this year?
I turned 45 in August. I'm so old. No. Siva is still snoring while she's like trying to avoid me. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry mommy woke you up.
Well, Liz, that sounds like a good and bad thing because you can crochet on the way there and on the way back. But if you take the hubby, then you have adult supervision.
Yeah, but then you have someone to hold your bags and carry them back to the car while you're getting more.
Oh, never mind. This is Liz's hubby. He's an enabler
Enabler?
in there. All right. Didn't you want 5 balls instead of 4, honey?
Honey, there are only 2 left on the table. Shouldn't you put them in the bag with their friends and take them home so they're not lonely? You know, you don't want them to be lonely. I mean, you can always put them in a giveaway later.
Katie, that's not possible because there's no way that you're older than me.
What? You're older than me? No, Katie. What? You look like a baby.
Right? I was thinking like mid 30s at the very latest, and that was kind of pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's no way. Oh, girl, you have
Oh,
extremely beautiful skin, honey, because you don't look 46 not for a day.
oh, big whoop. You're like, what, a month older? No. Oh my gosh, she's a year older than me. Anybody want my stomach lining?
That's very logical, Laura. Very logical. She
Yeah,
says,
that's so they can put out more for the next group. And really, you should hang around to see what else they put out.
Kendra says, I'll be 67 in October, so I outrank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be 43 in January.
Oh, you baby. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all that. This body feels pretty old half the time, but it's been through a lot. Lisa says, "You are, Bill. You both are babies." And
Hey,
Maggie, I'm not getting into the age thing.
hey, I'm a child of the 70s.
That is my only thing. Like, I have no problem with being 42, but I absolutely do not identify as being a millennial. I am Gen X, whether they like it or not. So, yeah.
I I I find this awesome, but I mean, I was born on the exact 10th anniversary of the first day of Woodstock. I am like, I should have been a hippie. I should have been a hippie. This is proof. I should
Right.
have been a hippie. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have survived. I would have done well at Woodstock, but the whole, you know, no toilets kind of thing,
Right.
problem, backing up. No, no. I need bathrooms. I need.
Uh, Right.
I mean,
My
I also know how to go in the forest, but I
right.
need toilet paper.
Maggie
Come
says
on.
she's a child of the 50s, and Lisa says she's a child of the 60s. So was my mom, Lisa. My mom was born in 66.
My mother was born in 52. My bio father was born in 50. And my dad, who I live with, was born in 62. So, I mean, we used to tease her and say she was cradle robbing him because he was
Right.
10 younger than her. But,
Well, I guess in that way, so is the king because he's 11 years older than me. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't like fellas my age. Never have.
oh, I know who Twiggy was. Don't be testing me. I know who Twiggy was. Hi, Angela. I'm sorry I haven't been doing things for Making Thursday, Angela, honey. I have not been doing a lot of things. Oh my gosh.
I would kick
Who
her in the.
knew?
My legs aren't long enough to reach. So.
Oh, I'm sorry you can't see me smiling.
Well, at least if I kick you in the pants, it's going to be a, pretty padded kick. I'm so swollen, it'd be like a marshmallow hitting you.
Twiggy was a model. She was the epitome of the thin girl, just the waif, that. This is a cross stitch. I got this frame, so I have more image to work on. This and I put the one I'm working on for my sister on here. This is my custom cross stitch for my sister. Um, this is hold on, can I get the picture? This is my ruby. It's actually sideways there. This is her laying. It's too tall now, but she's laying on her back in the sunshine on the chair. You can get custom cross stitches, custom diamond paintings, custom photographs on canvas, that kind of thing. So,
I do.
trying to
I
get
want
it.
to get painting, a cross stitch, and a puzzle when we get our wedding photos back.
Oh, those would be nice. But I mean, I've had cross stitch from like VIP cross stitch and those companies, and the printed ones jog, off of the colors will jog off of the points, the
Right.
holds, and this one hasn't yet. And I'm like, it's better quality than the $18, whatever dollar, you know, name brands, whatever. So
Right, Laura. That's a great reason. A great reason to do cross stitch. I need to get a
yeah.
nice frame Mel has. I have the old fashioned circle ones, and I don't really care for them when doing a large picture.
Now I will say I thought this would be really nice, but then doing this with my arm, is kind of eh. And then I do have a nice little stand that I can put under my leg, and it will hold the frame for me. So I'm not holding it with the one hand and then maneuvering with my other hand for the thing. And I tested it today to see if it'll hold this. It'll hold it at an angle or whatever. And then there are also clamps you can get that'll hold this on a table edge. Um, and I'm wondering if I want to get the clamps, but I'm not usually on a table. So I
Right.
tested it with my little under the leg stand because that'll work in a chair or on my bed, either one. And that has a screw, and a wing nut. But the screw, of course, was not. This has a hole right here that is perfect for the screw. But the clamps that go on either side of it are wood, of course. Oh, Lydia, I'm so sorry. And of course, with this frame, instead of a thin hoop between the clamps, it makes it too thick for the bolt, the screw to go through. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to measure the width of the hole. I'm going to measure the, you know, the width of the hole through the thing. And then I'm going to order some wing nut and bolts off of Amazon or whatever, because our nearest Lowe's is 45 minutes away. And it'll be here in 2 days because it's the beginning of the week. So 2-day prime shipping. And make sure it's a set so that the wing nut actually fits this. And I'm not ordering them separate and it's not the right threads or something for the wing nut, you know. Ah, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah. And also try some muscle rub on it and it'll go deep in. I always forget my muscle rub. I
Yeah,
take the painkillers, forget the muscle rub, and
right.
then, somebody reminds me I put the muscle rub on and it activates. And then I'm like, why do I always forget that? It's such an important part and it works. I use the I use the vanishing scent, either Ben Gay or Asper cream with lidocaine, because my sister can't stand the menthol scent or whatever. But they work, and they're an added bonus without having, if you can't always take the painkillers.
Right.
But yeah. So this they have bigger ones than this too if you do the bigger ones. This is a 20 some inch by 12 inch, and it's beechwood, so it's not too heavy. But if you get a nice something that can hold it for you, it also does not. I mean, can you hear that?
Hmm.
That's a normal thing. And now it's I'm starting to get what feels like swelling in them on a normal basis. But they say I don't have arthritis, so what's the swelling? I have no idea.
Good night,
Maybe
Miss
I'll
Laura. I hope the kids go down good for you.
have a good night, Laura. Thank you for coming in. But maybe I have to get rechecked. I got checked a couple years ago, so check for carpal tunnel and they check for arthritis. So
Yeah, that is a good place to go. Said True Value or Ace Hardware has better selection and you can buy individual items.
that is 45 minutes in the other direction, Ace Hardware. So, and there's nothing that I need in that direction. And so, yeah. Yeah, this whole, I mean, right now, unfortunately, the part of the picture I'm stitching is right up near the roll bar. So once I get that line of stitches done, it gets much easier to stitch.
Yeah,
I
the
could
darn
move.
dye comes off my fingers, but it doesn't come off my nails. I got
Yeah.
dye.
So you didn't paint your nails, huh?
No, no. And I put gloves on, but then I ended up popping a hole in them. And by that time, I had dye all over my hands. And I'm like, the hell with it. I'm, trying to put those rubber gloves on when your hands are wet already because you popped a hole in them. Yeah. So I just
Have a
started
good
doing.
night. Yeah, have a good night, Maggie. I will call you this week, honey. Maybe about visiting or something. I am so sorry I missed Saturday, so I will call you this week, sweetie.
You have a good night, Marie. Yeah, I
I
think it's
think.
going to be one of them weeks. I think it's going to end up being a really busy, kind of crazy kind of week.
Mm-hmm.
Did you end up getting your YouTube money yet? I haven't gotten mine yet. It's sent, but it hasn't hit my bank yet.
I think they said it's sent, and if I don't get it in the next 3 to 5 days, but I did not check if it had come in. I did get an email that said it had processed, though.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, at least they said since it was Monday, it had processed. So at
Right.
least that's movement. Um,
So you're
oh,
almost there to getting your very first check. That's awesome.
almost.
Liz wants to know what we buying. Well, with
With our
mine, we're
YouTube
sending out
money?
Happy Mail, and after we're done sending out Happy Mail, we'll probably buy some more bear yarn. so I can dye up some more yarn because I'm completely out of yarn to dye, and I want to dye some more I want to dye some more yarn. So unless somebody wants to
This one,
buy me out of yarn, then I can buy lots more yarn and dye more yarn. It's up to you. Either way.
this one is holding on to it um, and we're going to use it for our giveaway and then shipping because I still have some happy mails to ship, which aren't really happy mails, they're giveaways. Um, yeah, my account is still the same, and it says, it actually says some account information and system functionality is temporarily unavailable, and so actual balances and account history may not be reflected. So apparently my bank is funky right now.
Having some technical difficulties. It looks like
Maybe
I should
they're,
go over to the
yeah,
other side. Oh, I bet
lovely.
that's pretty. She just ordered the big twist supernova.
Oh, I don't know the supernova. I'm behind on everybody's channels, so I don't know what's new and what come out.
Yeah, I had to stop watching the like a lot of the unboxings. Um,
Making
I'll
you
check
drool.
them, but I don't actually watch them. Well, no, it wasn't necessarily that was making me drool. I just found myself wanting to buy the yarn because my friends had it, but I don't actually have any desire to use that kind of yarn because it's not good for what I like to make, and I want to make what I like to make. So, you know,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
my bags, I'm not making the bags for me. I'm making them for everybody else. My yarn, I'm not making the yarn for me most of the time. I'm
Mhm.
making it for everybody else. So in my crocheting and knitting, as much as possible, I like to make for me or for the house, because I don't get to
Right.
do as much. So I like to be a little bit greedy, and either make what's really inspiring me to be made at that moment, such like that little ducky or little tiny pumpkins or whatever, or I make something,
Mhm.
that's for me to wear. And
Right.
unfortunately,
But like
store
the
yarn.
ducky you, oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Acrylic yarn is great for making blankets and making sweaters if you live up north. But like I can't. Even my open work pineapple stitch dress I can wear like twice a year because it's so damn hot,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep.
It Yeah, that little teeny tiny pumpkin. I was in BJ's and she showed the small pumpkin that I made. And then someone's like, "Well, Bridget, you should try to do it with sewing thread." And I'm like, "You know what? I've got plenty of it, and I've got the steel hooks here because my sweet friend Bella had sent me a pack of the Clover steel hooks for working with thread. So I grabbed the smallest hook I had, which was a .60 millimeter hook, and some
Mhm.
orange sewing thread, and I whipped out a pumpkin. It only took me like 20 or 30 minutes to make that itty bitty little tiny micro pumpkin. Honestly, the hardest part was keeping the thread on the hook because the hook is so tiny. I was having a hard time seeing if I had it turned in the right direction.
Right. Thank you, Cindy, sweetie.
Miss Cindy.
And hi, Melanie J. Welcome over to my side for a little while. You guys
Handbag
are all sweet.
make wonderful gifts, Lydia.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to AdSense and it says the transaction actually is a negative now. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, Miss Lisa, you enjoy your lunch. Have a little bit for me. I haven't had no dinner yet. I'm gonna make dinner after we're done here.
I might nibble on a saltine.
I'm gonna
Hopefully,
have
it.
potatoes.
What are you gonna have?
Mashed potatoes.
I had mashed potatoes earlier.
I love them.
I made them from
That's
some
fine.
of my garden. I had them from some of my garden potatoes. They're
Oh,
actually keeping this year. Last year, some of them got I guess they got wet. Some of them got wet and rotted in the bag, and it rotted the rest of them. So they didn't keep, and I had to throw out the whole bag. And
oh,
this year, I made sure none of them were wet. Hi, Jen. How are you, hon? Have a great day, Lisa. Enjoy your lunch, honey. Um, but I made sure all of them were dry. None of them were cut open. None of them were wet in the least. And, sealed up. And I put them in a clean, dry shopping bag and, tied them up. And they've all been keeping really well. And I've got purple ones, red ones, yellow ones, white ones. And so, oh God, I used to love to chomp on ice. Oh,
we'll have to
it
take
probably
pictures
helped.
tomorrow. But I was very, very sad and very, very excited for the exact same reason at the exact same time today. I still have quite a few tomatoes growing on my little miniature tomato plant, my little they're grape tomatoes. But I also planted, big tomatoes because I wanted green fried tomatoes. And I finally had two great, big, beautiful tomatoes on this plant. I went out there today and realized that every leaf on the tomato plant is now gone. Well, on closer
Caterpillar.
inspection, on one of the tomatoes was an bright green lunar moth caterpillar. He's about this big. He's huge. He's just about ready to cocoon. So I left him alone because lunar moths are really, really, really awesome animals. And they are, their numbers are dwindling. So
Mm-hmm.
him on here there, I left him go ahead and just eat that tomato plant. I don't care. He can have it. It's all right because I'll get to see another lunar in my yard. And I think that is just awesome. And the shopping bag should always be a paper bag, a brown paper bag.
I don't have paper, so I put it in plastic. I left an air hole for them.
You can
I didn't seal it. But yeah, I will from now on put them in a paper one from year to year. What I really want is one of those wooden uh boxes with the mesh front that people used to keep their onions and potatoes in, you know? One of those boxes, but my dad's like, we don't have room. I'm
you
like,
could
we have a whole
also
page.
and use a cardboard box instead of a paper bag because the cardboard allows air in and out like the paper does rather than the plastic traps all the moisture and air inside and that's why your potatoes rot.
Well, we always do have cardboard boxes, so I'll do that next year. Um, but thank you guys. I am always learning. I am always willing to learn. Um, have a good night and a good day at work tomorrow, Kendra. Um, thank you for subscribing. I will try to get videos out, I promise. And please comment on the replay on at least on, I mean, on both of us, but at least on mine because I am going to pick. I don't know if Bridget does the replay for her cauldron. Do you? Yeah. Okay.
Every single video I put out. The
Okay.
only thing I don't do it on is my community tab, and I would if my community tab actually did anything. But honestly, my community tab doesn't generally go anywhere. Like two or three people at most usually see it. This last time when I put the yarn up, I think five or
Mhm.
six people found the one post, but maybe only one or
Hey,
two second post. But YouTube only allows 5 pictures, and I had 10.
I always forget about community tabs to go look, and then I never get notifications about them. So I
Right.
only see them when I go into mentions and people mention me. Um, because I don't get notifications about them, so I don't know when people put up new community posts. Unless people say, "Have you seen my community post?" You know.
Right.
So, mhm. And a wing nut, and I can't thread it. I can't thread it. Okay, why do people give you square headed bolts, but not, oh my gosh, I can't. I can't
Not a
left handed wing nut. But they put it an indent for the wing nut on the back. I don't know, maybe that's for the, but then they have a bolt head with a square head under it, a square bit under the head, and they're, you think they would,
the
um
square. There should be a part that's in so that that square bit can go sit down inside of it.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They didn't what is it called, not pre-drilling, but the when you do the smaller
Count-
hole, huh?
Countersink.
Thank you. Countersink the hole. Brain not working. Not working. Bore it out. Countersink. Any of those work. But I was trying to think of countersink. But yeah, but no, there's like a small indent on the back for the wing nut to sit slightly in. And it's like, you don't even need that. But this is sitting way up from the thing because there's a giant square bit under the head of the bolt.
It says that's too easy. We like it the hard way, right? Seems like
Yeah,
that way.
Lydia says she always checks the community tab because she does them on her channel. As soon as I got a community tab, I started checking it, and then I forgot about it again because me, you
Right.
know, out of sight, out of mind anyway. Even if I walk into a room, I'm like, why'd I come in? Because I have no idea. Because I walked into a room and 10 seconds ago stopped saying the word. So I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, and YouTube doesn't really push out the community tab too often unless that particular person's community tab has a lot of traffic, which unless you have like major numbers, someone like bot or something like that, your community tab is just not going to get traffic like
I don't think bod. pushes out her community tab, because I don't even see Bod's community tab being, poo-pooed on, hey Mel, Bod put out a community post. I don't see those. I don't
Right.
see anybody. Check out Mary's Fiber Creations community. uh, uh, yeah, I know. I'm just like, yeah.
And
Zoila,
Jennifer,
I would
you know,
Zoila, I would like to okay, thank you, Janice. I would like to ask you a few questions, so I may send you an email. Um I'm just gonna say, do not be offended, but I don't think I could offend you. But maybe I could. I don't know. I can
oh,
offend a lot of people. I
them
could
short.
try.
Yeah, I tried doing the shorts things. Yeah, I know. You got to be good at editing and know what music to put with it. And
I do shorts. And all I do is just videos that are under a minute, and all you have to do is shoot them um vertical. Because I thought they just had to be under a minute. They have to be shot vertical. I love you too, Zoila. But so there are two rules to a short. They have to be shot vertical, and they have to be under 60 seconds. And that's it. So I don't do the whole, it has to be theatrical, it has to be musical. I have literally done a short that is the puppies getting a new toy, or the puppies getting an ice cream. A lot of them are the puppies. I have done a short that is a foggy morning because it's gorgeous. And I'm like, look, it's, you know, it can be spring or it can be fall. And I'm like, I just happened to walk out and I thought this was something worth sharing. And so, good morning. And then I shot it and I uploaded it, and there it was. And I really need to start doing, now that my phone, I know my new phone is worthy of, and that the YouTube upload is good again, because when I was doing it from my tablet, there was a hinkiness between the with the upload. It was doing something where it was turning off comments um and stuff, and not giving me the option of turning them back on. But that was like a year and a half ago. It was something with the app, the
right.
upload app. So now that I know the phone one is fine, I'm going to start just doing stuff like that. I really enjoyed my little garden butterfly friend. That one I enjoyed.
I
But
did one where I said it was anger management crafter style. So I was thwacking the yarn.
I like that one. I don't know if I commented on that one, but I enjoyed that one. I let it play for a little while, and every so often I go back and play it again.
And then I
So
did the Lisa's trying to eat my nose.
I love that one.
Every time she sits in my lap, she tries to eat my nose.
Mhm. Now, I have one that is still my number 2 most watched video, and it's a short. It is the northeastern American toad. And it says, we got a visitor to our property today. It is still the number 2 most watched video on my channel. And I'm like, dude, this is like one of my earliest things ever. And I don't know if people just keep coming back to watch it, or new people just put in animal videos on YouTube and find it.
Right.
But
It's weird.
but
My um Owl Shawls videos did awesome. I have some of them. Their numbers are still growing. Got 2, 3, 4K on those videos. But my owl shirt, it looks the same, but it's a shirt, not a shawl. Didn't do shit.
now, is that the one where it just shows it, or is it the tutorial?
I didn't do a tutorial because I had too many people come after me saying I stole her idea when I turned a shawl into a shirt. So I figured, you know what? If people want to holler at me and say I stole something when I in fact did not, it's quite different, and her pattern is written quite poorly, actually. Um, Not to diss her, I'm just saying that's what it is, and I'm not saying that it was written that way in the beginning, but it's translated into English and it is that way now. Um, and people said that I was stealing it and it's not actually mine and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, well, you know what? If people want to come at me like that and say that I have taken something when I, in fact, have not taken anything, and as per the laws and whatnot, it is not a copyright offense because I have changed an extreme amount of it. Um, I guess everybody has to suffer because I'm not dealing with that kind of negativity. I don't want. I don't want it. And if
Right.
that means I can't put the tutorial out because I'll have to deal with that, then I guess that means I can't put the tutorial out. My sanity comes first, above all else.
Oh, definitely.
I can't
Jen,
handle that I see so
yeah.
many other people going through.
Jen, honey, was it your birthday? Did I miss your birthday, honey? I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday if I missed your birthday. I'm so sorry. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, sweetie. Oh, April. Yeah, I thought it was a while ago. I'm like, I thought Jen's birthday was a while ago.
No, Zach's just talking
Yeah.
about he did a short for Jen for her.
Oh, okay. See, this is why my head hurts. Now my head hurts. I forgot that we originally started with my stomach hurting. Now my head hurts. Stop making my head hurt, Zach. It's
We
all your
can
fault, Zach.
Oh, we can get out of here whenever you want to, honey. We have been here for 2 hours and 13 minutes. So
Whenever I'm doing all right, I'm just me.
Jen would like to know what you're working on, Mel.
I am working on my Ruby cross stitch, my custom cross stitch for Ruby. Well, it's for my sister, Schnook. Really? Okay, where did I just see that? Somebody's birthday. Cat. You better be sorry, Zach. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Somebody's. Okay, Margie's birthday and 5th anniversary is next month.
Well, that's awesome. Happy anniversary and early birthday. You and the King are very close together. The King's birthday is the 4th. His was so easy to remember because all I had to remember is how you say that you understand on the CB. 10-4. I got him a couple cool T-shirts so far. I want to get him a couple other things yet. Well,
Who?
happy birthday, Miss Tammy. I know it's a little late. My youngest child was the 8th, and the middle child was the 21st. The oldest one, his birthday is in August.
Hello, Tammy. How are you? I forgive you, Zach. I'm just messing with you, Zach. I am just messing with you. Yes, Soila, I have your birthday written down somewhere. Whose birthday was yesterday? Your birthday is the 28th. My sister's is the 29th, Margie. And my baby niece's is the 26th. And my sister was so excited that she was born 3 days before her birthday. Okay, good, Zach.
Well, Jen
Have a
and
good
Tammy are birthday twins.
have a good night, Angela. Who's a birthday twin?
It says hers is the 19th too, but hers is in April. Never mind. Got
Okay, am I?
November.
Oh, there it is. Tammy Blessed is the 19th. Okay. I am. I know somebody just said somebody's was just yesterday. It's like some of them are disappearing because I could have sworn somebody said that theirs was just yesterday and I'm not seeing the comment.
Good night, Miss Bridget.
Have a lovely night, Bridget. Am I not seeing all the comments?
I'm not sure what it's doing, honey.
Okay, maybe I need to scroll down. There we go.
Zach's brother was yesterday.
Okay. All right.
And the king and I are going to, we're going to take a bike trip to Myrtle Beach for his birthday. He wants a bike week t-shirt, so we're going to go get him a bike week t-shirt.
Oh.
And while we're down there, we are going to meet up and either have coffee or lunch or something like that with Mima D. Dawn P.
Yes, I think you mentioned that. Lovely.
It's all good, Zach. You're male. You can't help but to confuse women.
Oh, so they're like twins, but 3 years apart. Okay.
Oh, a trip to New York to celebrate. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, wonderful, Tammy.
Well, Steve, just know that I love you truly, dearly, but you're a guy, so we know you're going to frustrate us at some point or confuse us or, it's all right.
You've
You
done
can't
well so
now.
far, Steve. You've done well so far.
That's right. He really, I honestly, I can't complain. And I can't say enough good things about working with him. It's been wonderful.
Hmm.
So,
You've beaten the curve so far, Steve.
yeah. Well, he does have a wife, so she's probably, had him in years of training and whatnot. So
Hmm.
that just really
Hmm.
speaks how well her training program has worked.
Hmm. Maybe she should teach a class.
There you go.
He
You know,
should sell the web pages, and she should teach a class on how to train your man.
there you go. They would have a winning team for sure.
Yep.
Now, growing up with a single mom and having, all girls in the house, it was quite often to do a little, as they called back in the day, male bashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 years. That is a feat, Steve. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Steve.
For sure. For sure that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We
Well,
always say it with love.
that's right. And if it weren't for you guys being you guys, us girls wouldn't have anything to talk or have our bitching sessions about. Saying. When we sit back and we do our crocheting and our knitting and whatnot, and we just, oh, that man of mine, girl.
Come here, baby. Come here. We can get another gratuitous puppy. Come here. No, you gotta come up on camera. You gotta come up. Come here. Come here. No, not
Congratulations,
them.
34 years, Miss Margie. That is awesome.
Get the baby. Get the baby. You still here, Terry?
Scratch my ears, Mom. Scratch my ears.
Get the baby. Get the baby. Get the baby.
Yeah, I can only hope to one day have that kind of a milestone. Okay. Got 8 years.
Gratuitous Diva TV. Come here. Come up here to mommy. Huh? Oh, there we go. There the baby. There the baby. Oh, look, she even looking into the camera. All right, squishy face. Squishy face for Auntie Terry. Squishy face for Auntie Terry. And she's like, oh, okay, okay. And then she gets her face rubbed as a happy thank you. As a happy thank you. Yes, my baby. Yeah. Mm. Well, if you're a good person, Zach, people will love you.
That's right.
It's called karma.
That, and no matter how ordinary each of us feel, each and every single one of us is special. And each and every single one of us has a talent, whether we have found that talent yet or not. So everybody that gives love deserves to receive.
Yep. And these things are excellent judges of whether we are good people or not. They know right away. Right? Right? Thump that tail. Thump
That's
that tail. You dump that tail. Yes. Look at all that. Look at all those rolls. Look at the rolls. That proves she's got hound in her. Look at the rolls. I can just pull on them. Look at the roll. That's squishy face, and she's doing it to herself. I mean, jeez. Just by laying there. Oh.
The Chiweenies are so cute. They just when they take on any of the Chihuahua traits, they get a little bit much for me. The barking. I've had
Yeah.
Chihuahuas. Love them. They're great little dogs. Oh, they're yippy.
We had my friend living with us for a couple months. Her and her 3 sons. Oh my gosh. So my bedroom was pretty much as big as a studio apartment. And we put in a set of bunk beds uh, for her and her. And she had her and her youngest son in the bottom bunk and her 2 older sons in the top bunk. And she had a Chiweenie named Peanut. And we only had Ruby at the time. And this Chiweenie used to play with Ruby. Ruby was much better uh, used to other dogs.
Right.
And he was a puppy, and so even small for a Chiweenie. And and he would come near her mouth, and she'd be like, "Arr, arr," but just playing. And then he'd stand. She'd be on her back, because it'd be like little dog would attack big dog, and he'd get her on her back, and he'd be like this big, and she's as big, 45 pounds, and he's all pound, and he'd stand in her open mouth. Like, she'd open her mouth and he'd stand in it. She'd be like, "What's going on? What is this dog doing?" And she'd be looking at us, rolling her eyes back and forth between us, just open mouth. And she'd be like, "Somebody get him out of my mouth." And he'd just be like, "I now rule you. I could pee in your mouth if I want. I could do whatever I want." And he'd just be like, "La, la, 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 la." You know. Maybe Zach. But he'd just be like, "I could stand here for 10 hours if I want." And we'd be like, oh no, his name was Chewy. Was it Chewy? I can't remember. Oh, brain. Why work? No, my sister's dog was named Peanut. But what was his name? I think it was Chewy the Cheweenie. And we'd be like, "Get out of her mouth," and then he'd go right back in her mouth, and we'd be like, "Oh," because she's just such a good dog, and she was never a mother, but because she was fixed, but it was like she
Right.
knew what to do with the younger dogs and be better, and but
I think we're going to give a 2-minute warning. It's been 2.5 hours, and I need to get up and pee again, and my belly's hollering at me that I'm hungry. But I have had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys tonight. Remember, if you want to get anything off the website, to use the code Royal15 to get yourself a little discount. Um, you know, and if
and
you want,
I always mean to ask this: is there a space between Royal and 15? Okay.
yeah, because I automatically hit the space bar, and that's how I typed it to Steve. So that's how he did it. Uh, just yeah, he does things exactly how I ask him to do them or how I type it out generally. And so every once in a while, because of my dyslexia, I'll go back and I go, "Hey, wait a second." And he'll say, "Well, that's how you sent it to me." I'm like, "Oh no." But he's very good about it and goes over and changes it when I realize it's wrong. Auto incorrect gets me all the time. I'll type out dyed yarn, hand dyed, and it will type out dyed yarn, hand
Uh-huh.
dyed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
wrong dyed, wrong dyed.
It's like, no, it's not buried. No, it didn't go to a funeral parlor. Yeah.
Mel will be live Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
Yeah. As long as I'm feeling all right, and this doesn't continue at pace. Yeah.
And I will see whoever's up in the morning. In the morning. Like I said, no pressure. Don't set your alarms and think that you have to rush over and stuff like that, because that's early in the morning. I wouldn't be there, if I wasn't staying up all night. But
I'm up
and
at that time.
love you, doll.
That's my normal time to